What is that big golf ball? If you've been to EPCOT, you know. If you have not and you have a trip coming up, you soon will. Today we are exploring the experimental prototype of tomorrow, so stay tuned. Welcome to Discovering Disney, Your Trip Unlocked, the podcast that takes you on a magical journey through all things Disney. I am your host, Amanda Mills, a travel advisor passionate about helping you make the most of your Disney adventures. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned Disney pro, this podcast is here to unlock the basics and offer tips that will turn your Disney trip into a fairy tale come true. We'll cover all Disney destinations from the magical Disney World in Florida to the happiest place on earth, Disneyland in California, and even Disney Cruise Line. So if you've ever dreamed of stepping into Cinderella Castle, flying over Neverland with Peter Pan, or exploring a galaxy far, far away with the Force as your guide, then this podcast is your key to unlocking the enchantment of Disney. Get ready to ignite your imagination and set the course for lifelong Disney memories as we embark on an incredible journey together. Discovering Disney, Your Trip Unlocked starts now. Hello, Disney friends, and welcome back to the podcast. I am really excited today to talk about EPCOT. So EPCOT is one, I would say, probably my second favorite park. Magic Kingdom is probably the first. But I love to just sit in EPCOT and people watch and just kind of wander around. It's a good park to just kind of wander. It's one big circle. If I just need some quiet music to be able to focus and get some work done, I will turn on music, like search on YouTube and find the background music for EPCOT. For some reason, it's just so soothing to me and it can help me focus way better than any other music can. So EPCOT opened in 1982 and was Disney World's second theme park. Magic Kingdom, of course, being the first, and it has definitely changed over the years, but it has also kept some of its classic EPCOT touches. And even just recently, Disney has divided EPCOT into 4 lands, and they are called World Celebration, World Discovery, World Nature, and then, of course, World Showcase. So that one stayed the same. But what used to be Future World is now the 3 other ones: Celebration, Discovery, and Nature. And you can kind of tell by the names what attractions and what area of the park is now called that. So like World Nature is now like Soarin', Living with the Land. Finding Nemo and Friends is over there. World Discovery is now with the new Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, Mission Space, Test Track. And then in the middle now is the World Celebration. And just recently, the Journey of Water opened to kind of with the Moana theming. And that, of course, has Spaceship Earth, which is the giant golf ball. I love Spaceship Earth ride. I like to just go through the smells, the sounds. It just kind of reminds me back to my first time going to Disney World. And I feel like I see something new every time I go through that ride. Now, EPCOT has 13 attractions, and that includes the shows, the rides. So the World Showcase is divided up into countries, and there are 11 countries. And within those countries, I would say most of them have a show of some sort, and that it's kind of like a theater, and it's either like a screened show or it's usually kind of like a movie. I'll be honest, I haven't sat through many of those. There's other things to do. With the attractions, it may seem like there's not a lot to do at EPCOT, and one of the questions I know I get asked a lot is there stuff to do for my kids at EPCOT? And I think EPCOT is trying to do more things to bring in the kids. It's definitely maybe geared more towards adults and young adults with the countries and then the festivals that we'll get into. But I think there's plenty to do for kids, and with the festivals they have going on, they have started adding a kind of a play area for kids, and I know my boys really liked that area to play in. But I would say there's things for kids to do, and if you're a princess fan, absolutely Epcot is a good choice. With Norway and Frozen being there, you can meet Anna and Elsa, ride the Frozen Adventure attraction, and then you can eat at Akershus and meet the princesses that way. But with those attractions and stuff, there's 47 dining options. And that, mind you, that does include the like refreshment carts and the little booths kind of here and there that Epcot has. But each of the countries has some type of dining, and most have a sit down and a quick service. So the dining options at Epcot are awesome. You can usually get some unique. If you're craving Chinese, you go to China. Mexican food, you go to Mexico. So definitely Epcot is hitting on the food choices. And again, with all the festivals that they have even more options for food and little snacks that are unique to the park and the area that the booth is in. And of course, with Epcot, you have shopping. All the resorts or all the parks have their own shopping. And again, what's unique about Epcot is each country around the World Showcase has their own shop. And they have unique items that are specific to that country. I know my husband likes to go through Germany because that's where his family is from. That's where his heritage is. And so he likes to go look through the Germany pavilion and the Germany shops. And usually he ends up coming out with a t-shirt or something. So starting December 5th, the new nighttime spectacular is starting at Epcot, and it is called Luminous, the Symphony of Us. So we all know Disney's nighttime entertainment is top notch. So I am excited to see what this brings. I am old school that I still like Illuminations. I know people thought it was very dated and needed to be retired, but I think it just goes back to when I did the college program, and I just really, all of those shows and everything when I was there just kind of really hold a place in my heart. But December 5th, if you are there then or afterwards, check out that new nighttime show at Epcot. So like I hinted at before, Epcot is known for its festivals. At the beginning of the year, we have the Festival of the Arts. In spring, we have the Flower and Garden Festival. In what is now starting in like July now and going through mid-November is the Food and Wine Festival. And then at Thanksgiving, Christmas, holiday time, we have the Festival of the Holidays. And each one of these festivals offers unique food booths, like I mentioned. A lot of them bring concerts. Flower and Garden, and especially the Food and Wine, brings kind of like those old nostalgic, I shouldn't say old, but for us millennials, we really like some of those. Boys to Men comes in and will perform. They usually have some really good concerts come in, and I remember Starship was one of them when I was down there. So if you're planning on going down there, definitely during the Food and Wine or any one of these festivals, definitely check out the entertainment. With the Festival of the Holiday brings Candlelight Processional, and this usually has like a celebrity host that will tell the story of Christmas, and then it is usually a choir of Disney cast members that will sing in the background. So that is just a quick snapshot of Epcot. I could definitely go into more detail, but if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them. Epcot is its unique place. and I think it is definitely a must-see when you go to Disney World. Granted, I think all the parks are a must-see, but definitely a place to go, especially if you're looking for something more unique. Then the World Showcase will definitely show you that. And I will add to, with the World Showcase, I think they have brought them back. I know after the pandemic it was a little hard, but they will have cast members in there who are from that country working in the shops and on the attractions, who are from that country. So like Norway, the cast members there are all from Norway. I know after the pandemic they didn't have as many international cast members, but I feel like they're getting back to that, and that I felt was part of a unique experience going to Epcot and going to Disney, to where you were able to talk with these people from their country, and they were so knowledgeable and so nice and just kind of answered your questions if you had any, and they were fun to talk with. So I would love to hear your thoughts on Epcot. Make sure to subscribe and follow along, as each week we dive into a new Disney World topic. And if you have topics that you want me to cover, great. Send me a note and we will talk about it. All right, guys, until next time. Thank you for joining us on this magical journey through the world of Disney, right here on Discovering Disney, Your Trip Unlocked. I hope you've enjoyed uncovering the secrets and discovering the basics of all the enchanting Disney destinations. But this is not the end of our adventure. There's still so much more to explore and uncover. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. With each new installment, we will dive deeper into the world of Disney, unlocking the tips and information that will make your next trip truly unforgettable. If you have any questions or want to share your own Disney stories, don't hesitate to reach out. You can contact me through my